If you want to pass through the golden gates where the bourgeois meet the sophisticates to exchange their views and to compare their mates, come along with me. A princess from Rome I have lately met, who attracts the crowd that plays hard to get with her dry Chianti and her wet spaghetti. Come along with me, come along with me, my pretty. Let me open your eyes. In this great big wicked city, it is folly not to be wise. And if any night, baby, you should care for an intellectual love affair, I'll improve your mind if you let down your hair. Come along with me. We can go to dine with an old marquise who delights in poaching her guests at ease by receiving only in a pink chemise. Come along with me. There's a prince whose home has become a must for the lower men of the upper crust, 'cause his high-born wife has such a low-cut bust. Come along with me. If you meet these folks, my pretty mate, you will like them a lot. Or their titles are legitimate, though their children often are not. And again I say, baby, if you'd care for an unconventional love affair, plus a boudoir full of fancy underwear, come along, come along, come along with me. You called me back with a silent plea from another time, another place, another me. You called me back and I found my way to a half-remembered, half-forgotten yesterday, but I might not stay. You'd better love me while you may. Tomorrow I may fly away. I want your gentle touch, your continental touch, your elemental touch, and you want me to, oh I know that you do. You'd better love me while I'm here. I have been known to disappear, so don't let this miracle melt away. The clock ticks fast above me. If you think fondly of me, you better love me while you may. Don't let this miracle melt away. The clock ticks fast above me. If you think fondly of me, you'd better love me while you may. While you may. While you may. Hello, good evening. My name is David Duvall. I'm joined tonight by my friends Paul Hansen on drums and Rob Baker on guitar, and we are the David Duvall Trio. And we would, Guitar. Did I say guitar? Yeah. I did, but you're on the bass. It's a big guitar. There we go. so used to having people respond to me, and it's so quiet in here. But anyway, thanks to North Shore Performing Arts for inviting us to be here tonight. We're going to do a show called Mostly Coal. I took a poll on my Facebook page when I was invited to come to see what my friends and fans wanted to see, and I gave them some options, and the top 2 vote getters were naughty songs and Cole Porter songs, and a few people said Cole Porter's naughty songs because, you know. So I did my best to combine both subject matters. The first song we did, Come Along With Me, is from Cole Porter's Can Can. And the other one, You'd Better Love Me, is actually from a musical called High Spirits, which is the musical version of Blithe Spirit, and that song has just always been a favorite. And that's the first time I've been able to perform it. So yay, yay, thanks for being able to do that. Before I forget, I need to thank the sponsors for this series. They are Robert Vernon and Marjorie Bianco Vernon and Susan Gardner. And I really want to thank them for giving us an opportunity to perform, because those of us who have been, you know, gig workers for a while, it's been a rather dry season since we've had to stay safely in our homes. Tonight's going to sort of lack the magic of having an audience with us, but I can feel you. I can feel you. And the advantage of doing it this way is that I have friends in Canada, Mexico, the United Kingdom, France, who are supposed to be watching, so that never happens when we're performing live, so it's good to be able to go out globally. You are going to be able to help us and help the North Shore Performing Arts Center by tipping us from time to time, virtually tipping us. You can only tip us once, but you'll have lots of opportunities to do that. The musicians here, you can tip us by putting money in our virtual tip jar at paypal.me/ddmusic75. I think it will appear up there at some point tonight. And the North Shore Performing Arts place to donate to them is npacf.org. And I'll mention that 2 or 3 more times, trust me. The next song we're going to do is from a CD that I am almost finished working on. It's a collection of Broadway songs that I'm setting in bossa nova styles. And this is 2 Cole Porter songs for the price of 1. Oh, let me tell you that I was mighty blue, thought my life was through, till the heavens opened and I gazed at you. Won't you tell me, dear, why when you appear something happens to me and the strangest feeling runs through me? You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, why should it be you have the power to hypnotize me? Let me live 'neath your spell. Do that, voodoo that you do so well. I love the look of you, the lure of you. I'd love to take a tour of you. The eyes, the arms, the mouth of you. The east, west, north, and the south of you. I'd like to gain complete control of you and handle even the heart and soul of you. So love at least a small percent of me do, 'cause you do something to me that nobody else, that nobody else, that nobody else can do. Nobody can do. drive me crazy 'cause I love all of you. One, two, three. In the heavens, stars are dancing, and the mounting moon is new. What a swell night for romancing. Mind if I make love to you? Since the dear day of our meeting, I've wanted to tell you all I long to do. Dawn is nearing, time is fleeting. Mind if I make love to you? If you let me, I'll endeavor to persuade you I'm your party for two. And from then on, you will never mind if I make love to you. Yes, from then on, you will never mind if I make love to you. That's a Cole Porter song from High Society. Frank Sinatra got to sing that to Grace Kelly. What a bad day at the office that was, wasn't it? I'm going to remind you once again that there are places to give tips to us and to the North Shore Performing Arts. They should be, are they up there, John?
I'm posting them on the...
Okay, it appears on your screen somehow, so through the magic of technology.
In the comment section.
In the comment section is where they are. Now, before I forget, I want to talk to you about this little book I have here, because some people find it distracting. But you know, the singer in my head knows the words to all these songs, and he's known them for quite a long time. But the piano player has played a lot of these songs for a lot of different people over the course of like 45 years, and he can never remember what key I'm in. So I have the book here, not for the words, but so I don't panic about the chords. And I remember reading a story where Bing Crosby really encouraged Rosemary Clooney to take her lyrics out on stage with her so she wouldn't panic. And I figure if they can do it, I'm in good company. And I was very happy when I was watching Skid Rogues last week to know that, or see that they had a music stand or two up here as well. So I feel good about that. When we got the invitation, there came to perform here, there was a set of conditions, I'll call them conditions, and one of them was that we should minimize any use of profanity. And I assured John that in these naughty songs that I've chosen, there's no profanity. Everything is, of course, inferred. The closest I'm going to get is in this next piece, which is a favorite of mine from Cole Porter's Kiss Me Kate. And just like You Better Love Me was the first time I'd been able to perform that, this is the debut performance of this arrangement. So hold a good thought. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, Too darn hot It's too darn hot. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight and play the pup with my baby tonight. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight and play the pup with my baby tonight, but I ain't up to my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. Too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I'd like to stop with my baby tonight and blow my top with my baby tonight. I'd like to stop with my baby tonight and blow my top with my baby tonight, but it'd be a flop with my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. According to the Kinsey report, every average man you know much prefers to play his favorite sport when the temperature is low. But when the thermometer goes way up and the weather is sizzling hot, Mr. Adam for his madam is not. 'Cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. Too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I'd like to call on my baby tonight and give my all to my baby tonight. I'd like to call on my baby tonight and give my all to my baby tonight, but I can't play ball with my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It is too darn hot. I'd like to meet with my baby tonight. Get off my feet with my baby tonight. I'd like to meet with my baby tonight. Get off my feet with my baby tonight, but no repeat with my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. According to the Kinsey report, every average man you know much prefers to play his favorite sport when the temperature is low. But when the thermometer goes way up and the weather is sizzling hot, Mr. Gobb for his swab, a Marine for his queen, a GI for his cutie pie is not. 'Cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I must, excuse me. Now this next song I heard for the first time on a Bobby Short recording, and I instantly loved it. I also instantly understood it, possibly too well. But I'm doing it today, sharing because it's slightly on the naughty edge, and I also wanted to do something for my friends and the people I don't know who've been spending a lot of this quarantine time quarantined at home alone. I want you to know that I feel your pain. Just like the rumble of the rain, I'm restless. Something is whirling round my brain. I'm restless. I don't know just what I want, but what I want so very bad. Like willows in a storm, I'm restless. Maybe what I need is to be suppressed less. Just assuming that I'm human and there's so much loving to be had. I'm weary of the same routine that I follow morning, noon, and night. A new romance, a change of scene would interest me, change my misery to delight. I've got a feeling I'll be feeling restless until I meet somebody else who's restless. Then I'll get it off my chest and I won't be so restless anymore. Just let me get this off my chest so I won't be so restless anymore. That's good. This one you'll know eventually. As Dorothy Parker once said to her boyfriend, fare thee well. As Columbus announced when he knew he was bounced, it was swell, Isabel, swell. As Abelard said to Eloise, don't forget to drop a line to me, please. And as Juliet cried in her Romeo's ear, Romeo, why not face the facts, my dear? It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we'd thought a bit of the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Oh, honey, it was just one of those things. All right, and what? Not a Cole Porter song now. And good. A 1, 2, 3. When in Spain, for reasons I don't explain, I remain enjoying the view. Don't deplore my fondness for fun d'adore. You know how a fun d'adore can lead to a few. And baby, when in Rome, I do as the Romans do. perchance I'm saying farewell to France, and romance drops in from the blue. Don't deplore my fondness for fun d'adore. Remember that fun d'adore is never be true. It's just that when in Rome I do as the Romans do. And though from Italy I lie to you prettily, why think of me bitterly? You know that I'm true. Except now and then in Rome I get this old yen in Rome, and naturally when in Rome I do as the Romans do. If I ride happily, best wishes from Napoli. Please don't cable me snappily to tell me we're through. 'Cause once again in Rome, in somebody's den in Rome, well, pussycat, when in Rome I do as the Romans, disregard the signs and the omens. When in Rome I do as the Romans do. Wow, we survived that. I had a Leslie Uggams moment there for a minute. Some of you will understand what that was, but we kept going. We came back. That song was written by the great Cy Coleman and Carolyn Lee, and it was a very popular song in the mid-'60s, although it actually kind of pretty much sums up my life in the late '70s, but that's probably too much information. If you are kind enough to throw some tips both our way and the and NPA's way, this is what you're doing. Since we've been quarantined and performances have not been safe, we've all been kind of squeaking through doing whatever it is we can. It's helpful for us because we've all three lost a great deal of income, but really to help keep the North Shore Performing Arts Alive Center is an important thing, because we need to have them able to return to offering fantastic entertainment as soon as it's safe to do so, and so we have to keep them alive and moving, and any sort of pennies or shekels that you throw into that virtual bucket will be enormously helpful. Now, here we go. 2, 3, and... Now here's another song by Cole Porter. It's a very rarely heard song. It's from the TV version of Aladdin that he wrote. It was the last project he worked on. I am also doing this one today for those who are quarantining alone. Rub your lamp if you want a health. Rub your lamp if you want a health. Rub your lamp if you want health. Your figure will be bigger if you rub your lamp. Rub your lamp if you want wealth. Rub your lamp if you want wealth. Rub your lamp if you want wealth. In ermine you'll be squirming if you rub your lamp. Rub your lamp if you want to love. Rub your lamp if you want to rub. Rub your lamp if you want to love. On neck and you can reckon if you rub your lamp. Rub your lamp if you want health. Rub your lamp if you want a wealth. If you're daft and getting dafter about someone you're running after, if you want a life of love and laughter, rub, 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 rub your. Rub your lamp. Okay. This next song is one of my all-time favorites. I've known it since I was in high school. From time to time, I need to remind my lovely and delicious wife that it wasn't written by Cole Porter, but it was written by Noel Coward, because I'll do a Cole Porter show, and every now and then she'll say, "You didn't sing that song." And I'll say, "Well, because Cole didn't write it, Noel wrote it." But it has like 10,000 words. So While I have done it in the past a few times, I will confess that on this particular chart, I might be looking at more than the chords from time to time, because Noel's wordy, but it's very good. Anyway, this is, I used to call this my favorite bedtime story. In a dear little village remote and obscure, a beautiful maiden resided. As to whether or not her intentions were pure, opinion was sharply divided. She loved to lie out 'neath the darkening sky and allow the night breeze to entrance her. She whispered her dreams to the birds flying by, but seldom received any answer. Over the hill and along the lane, gentle Alice would love to stray. When it came to the end of the day, she would wander away unheeding. Dreaming her innocent dreams, she strolled, quite unaffected by heat and cold, frequently freckled and soaked with rain. Alice was out in the lane. Whom she met there every day there was a question answered by none. But she'd get there and she'd stay there till whatever she did was undoubtedly done. Over the hill and along the lane, when her parents had called in vain, sadly, sorrowfully, they'd complain. Alice is at it again. Though that dear little village, surrounded by trees, had neither a school nor a college, gentle Alice had acquired from the birds and the bees some exceedingly practical knowledge. The curious secrets of nature revealed she refused to allow to upset her. But she thought, when observing the beasts of the field, that things might have been organized better. 1, 2. Over the field and across the lane, gentle Alice would make up and take up her stand. The road was not exactly arterial, but it led to a town nearby where quite a lot of masculine material caught her roving eye. She was ready to hitchhike, Cadillac or motorbike, she wasn't proud or choosy. All she was aiming to be was the prinked up, minked up, fly-by-night floozy. When old Rajas gave her pearls as large as nuts on a chestnut tree, all she'd say was fiddle-dee-dee, the wages of sin will be the death of me. Over the field and along the lane, gentle Alice's parents would stroll hand in hand. Her dear old white-headed mother, wistfully sipping champagne, said, we've spoiled a child, spared the rod, open up the caviar and say, thank God, we've got no cause to complain. Alice is at it. Alice is at it. Alice is at it again. Penny's right down there. She's very happy right now. She's applauding in silence. Works. Oh, that is a little bit of a workout, though. But it is such a lovely story, don't you think? Yeah. Let your children do the work for you. That's the moral of that tale, as far as I can figure. Okay, now we're moving into what for me is like the slightly scary part of the evening. I would usually say I'm about to sing this song on a dare, because that's what it would have taken before to get me to do it. I've never performed it before. I've played it many times for, I think, 5 different women over the course of 40 years. But I've never sung it. And I'm not actually performing this one on a dare, I'm performing it on a plead. A friend of mine, who I taught this to many years ago, who lives over in Port Angeles, when she voted for the naughty song, she really pled with me to please sing this song, because it so beautifully fits into the heading of naughty material. I actually have to kind of say that songs don't get much naughtier than this. So still, there's nothing in it that hints of profanity, so we're safe as far as the church is concerned. It was written by Stephen Sondheim for a movie called The 7% Solution, although if you watch the movie, there's maybe 12 to 14 measures of it in the film, which is a shame because it's really quite wonderfully brilliant if you have an off-color sense of humor, as I do. Surely there must have been other male humans who have performed it. I can't be the first one, but I've never seen another guy do this. It does go on a bit, and I'm only going to do 2 out of the 3 verses just for time's sake. Although actually that third verse, which has to do with none, is probably, we're in a church, I should probably not cross that line. Anyway, so I apologize in advance if this particular song is a little over the top for you, but we did tell you there would be naughty songs, and you were warned. When I was young and simple, I don't recall the date, I met a handsome captain of the guard. He visited my chamber one evening very late, in tandem with a husky Saint Bernard. At first I was astonished, and tears came to my eyes. But later, when I asked him to resume, he said to my surprise, "My dear, it isn't wise. Where love is concerned, one must freshen the bloom. Once, yes, once for a lark, twice though loses the spark. One must never deny it, but after you try it, you vary the diet," said my handsome young guard. Yes, I know that it's hard. Still, no matter how nice, I never do anything twice. I think about the Baron who came at my command and proffered me a riding crop and chains. The evening that we spent was meticulously planned. We took the most extraordinary pains. He trembled with excitement. His cheeks were quite aglow. And afterwards he cried to me, "Encore!" He pleaded with me so to have another go. I murmured caressingly, "Whatever for?" Once, yes, once is a lark, twice though loses the spark. Once, yes, once is delicious, but twice would be vicious or just repetitious. Someone's bound to be scarred. Yes, I know that it's hard. It's quite impressive, actually. Still, no matter how nice, I never do anything twice. Once, yes, once can be nice. Love requires some spice. If you've something to do, something in view, totally new, I'll be there in a thrice. But I never do anything twice, except... No, I never do anything twice. Yes, yes. I feel like that's an accomplishment. Thank you, Cheryl, for making me do that. I've tried to choose songs when they weren't Cole Porter that would sound like Cole Porter might have written them in this particular program. This next song is a Rodgers and Hart song, but when I first heard it, I was sure it was some rare thing that Cole had written and that had disappeared. I like Rodgers and Hart, though not as much as I love Cole Porter, and Larry is often a very, Lorenz Hart, sorry, often a very witty lyricist. This particular song is very out of character for him. It's from a film called Nana, I think is how that's pronounced, N-A-N-A. I've never seen the film. It's very hard to get a hold of. But knowing what I know about Mr. Hart, I think this is really sort of an insight into his understanding. It's very soul-bearing. It's the only non-naughty song I've included for the evening. But I wanted to do it because, you know, when you do all of this racy sort of stuff, you need to balance that out a little bit. Why say forever? There's never any love forever. But my dear, why not place your head between my arms in tenderest embrace? Love's but a moment that's splendid, and although it may be ended, that's my way. Why regret that we met and loved today? Kiss me and say goodbye. That's love. Laugh with a gay goodbye. That's love. Press my body tight and crush my lips. Hush my lips with yours. Though it's just a night, why measure it? Treasure it, it's yours. If I'm your light of love, who cares? While we've a night of love, who cares? When my lips have made you happy, leave my arms without a sigh. I'll never ask you why. That's love. Goodbye. my lips have made you happy, leave my arms without a sigh. I'll never ask you why. That's love. Goodbye. More people should sing that song. Well, I want to thank the North Shore Performing Arts Center once more for inviting us to come and do our thing for you tonight. Thanks again to our sponsors, Robert Vernon and Marjorie Bianco Vernon and Susan Gardner. And one final request to please show your appreciation, assuming that you've enjoyed what we've done, by putting a little something in the virtual tip jar for the three of us at paypal.me/ddmusic75 and to North Shore Performing Arts at npacf.org. I also would very much like to say how much I enjoyed watching Skid Rogues last week. And next week, next Wednesday, it's Bodacious Ladyhood, I believe. And the Wednesday after that, it is the Ward Collective. John is telling me thumbs up, I got it right, so that's very good. Please tune in and support these lovely artists who, like us, are all just trying to find a place to do what it is we do so that we can share what we have to share with you guys. We're going to close out, well, actually we might have time for one more after this, but we'll see. We're going to close out with another song from Cole Porter's Can Can, because I want to. 1, 2, 3, and... When love comes in and takes you for a spin, ooh la la la, say magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight, ooh la la la, say magnifica. And when someday your loved one slips away, ooh la la la, it is so tragica. And when once more she whispers at a door, say magnifica. But when someday your loved one slips away, ooh la la la, it is so tragica. And when once more she whispers at a door, say magnifica, say magnifica. Thank you. All right, you ready? A little exit music for you. 3, 4.